Good day, everyone. I am Saula Ongang, your presenter today. So let me ask a question first about the physical education in the Middle Ages and the physical education in the Renaissance period. Do you all have an idea about this? If not, then I'll discuss it for us to be able to understand the difference between those physical education in the Middle Ages and the Renaissance period. Okay, during the Middle Ages, 5 to 15th century, a physical education shifted away from classical ideals due to the fall of the Roman Empire and the rise of religious and feudal systems. Military needs, chivalry, and religious beliefs shaped physical education, while the monasteries focused on intellectual pursuits. Knights and nobles maintained the physical training for warfare. Monastery mean by the way is a building or complex of building comprising the domestic quarters and workplace of monastics. Next of the Middle Ages. After the fall of Rome, Europe entered a period of feudalism. So feudalism is also what we call the law. So when the Rome fell, Europe entered with law. So dominated by the Catholic Church, when often discouraged excessively body but recognized but so the purpose of physical education before or the purpose of physical education in the Middle Ages is the military training, chivalry, recreation, and religional influence. Meaning, the military training prepare knights for soldiers for warfare, and the chivalry is a physical training tied to honor, loyalty, and tournament. The recreation is a tournament hunting and games for the noble classes. So the religion influence, limited focus on body aesthetics, emphasize of humility. It is in the Middle Ages. Training for knights began as a page or age 7, then squire age 14, and finally knight age 21. Meaning to say, they started at the age of 7 and squire at the age of 14. And when they get into the age of 21, they finally called as knight. So the activities are riding horses, sword fighting, archery, wrestling, and swimming. So the tournaments of justings, mocking battles to develop combat skills, justing with lances on horseback was a popular naval sport, hunting and falconry. Recreational activities for nobles also serve as practice for war skills. Peasant activities, we have the manual labor. So, the peasant activities or the manual labor, so yung manual, ito yung ginagamitan ng malalakas na gawain, malalakas na exercises or the hard or ito yung malalakas na exercises. For example, the plowing and the harvesting. So, the activity is the game and the other activities in the Middle Ages is the games and sport. So all of us are familiar with these words and all of us can play games and can play sports. So early forms of soccer, of map ball, archery contests, some dancing as part of social events. So the dance started as a social events. For example, they perform or they want to implement a contest or they want to implement a contest about dancing or the intermission number. So these in examples. So the influence of religion during the Middle Ages, the church initially discouraged violent games but later supported tournaments to train knights for goddess. So, meaning to say, before the church discouraged violent games, so the violent games, for example, the hardest exercises, the physical exercises for like the hardest exercises, but later support tournaments to train knights for crusades. So they suddenly allow it for the training of the knights. So the monasteries promoted manual labor for health and discipline. So the legacy of medieval physical education. So the foundation of legacy of medieval physical education, foundation of military drills and organized sport. So the foundation of military drills and the sports were organized. So concept of chivalric values in modern scouting and athletics. So the evolution of yachts and tournaments into spectator sports. So let's proceed to the historical context of the Renaissance period. So the Renaissance period was a time of revival of Greek and Roman culture. Humanism emerged, emphasizing the importance of physical, intellectual, and moral development. So, during the Renaissance period, they were more focused on emphasizing the importance of their physical, intellectual, and moral development. So, education reforms believe in harmonious development in the body and mind. So, let's continue. What are the purpose of physical education in the Renaissance? So, the purpose is to promote health and well-being, to enhance military preparedness, to encourage aesthetic and social grace, to develop a well-rounded individual. So, let's continue. The key physical education advocates and their contributions. Vittorino da Feltre, 1378 to 1446, he established La Giocosa or the House of Joy School in Italy. Then influenced physical education in the curriculum, like running, swimming. So included ah, included physical education in the curriculum like running, swimming, riding, fencing, and ball games. He also believed in education of mind, body, and the character. So, si John Comenius naman, 1592 to 1670, he advocated for education for all including physical training. He also emphasized learning through play and movement. Martin Luther, 1483 to 1546. He supported physical activity as a means to maintain health and productivity. And lastly, John Locke, 1632 to 1704, stressed that a healthy body is necessary for a healthy mind. He also recommended outdoor play and exercise for children. Let's proceed to the common physical activities during the Renaissance. So, the common physical activity during this period is running, jumping, swimming for health and endurance, the fencing and horseback riding for nobility and military preparation, dancing as part of social grace and culture, ball games or ball games, archery, and hunting for recreation and skill development. Lastly, the influence of Renaissance in modern physical education. In ano dugupan? Doon na to. In basic influence the Renaissance in physical education. Influence of the Renaissance on modern physical education. It introduced the physical education into a formal school education. Ay gago. Introduced the physical education into formal school curricula. Establish of sports and exercise as essential for overall development, and it emphasized the balance between mental and physical training in education system.